Hello and welcome to News in Brief from Marjayat Global Network. Grand Ayatollah Shirazi met different figures, groups of scholars, seminary and university teachers and students, intellectuals, religious, cultural and social activists and the public followers of the Grand Ayatollah Shirazi attended as separate meeting sessions with the Grand Ayatollah Shirazi at his central office in the holy city of Qom. During these daily meetings, these guests gave reports of their activities and listened to the advices and suggestions of Grand Ayatollah Shirazi. Islamic centers and cultural institutes continue memorial programs of Lady Fatimah, peace be upon her, on the heartbreaking days that coincide with the martyrdom anniversary of Lady Fatimah, peace be upon her, the daughter of the Holy Prophet of Islam. Islamic and cultural foundations supported by the Grand Ayatollah Shirazi continued their religious ceremonials in different parts of the world. These gatherings were attended by the representatives of the Grand Ayatollah Shirazi, Islamic scholars, and the public groups of believers. The lectures also explained the character of Lady Fatimah, peace be upon her, and the participants also marked this occasion. Hundreds of Islamic lecturers head for different cities of Afghanistan on the mournful days of Lady Fatimah martyrdom and following the orders of the Grand Ayatollah Shirazi for upholding the Islamic rituals. Imam Hadi Institute in Kabul city started a program in which hundreds of Islamic lecturers were sent to different and remote cities of Afghanistan. In addition, and with the help of religious activists, there are now many ceremonials that mark the martyrdom of Lady Fatimah, peace be upon her, in different cities of Afghanistan. Imam Hadi Institute is one of the Islamic and cultural centers dependent to the Grand Ayatollah Shirazi in Afghanistan. Adam Institute discusses ways to return Iraq's stolen money. Adam Global Center, a human rights organization supported by the Grand Ayatollah Shirazi in Iraq, has held a conference to discuss the legal and juridical ways to return the money and funds that were stolen from Iraq's Treasury Department to this country. This conference was attended by prominent social and academic figures as well as lawyers. Dr. al-Husseini, a university professor at Kabul University, was directing this conference. Activities by Islamic centers supported by Grand Ayatollah Shirazi in Iraq. Simultaneously with the days of Lady Fatimah martyrdom anniversary and following the orders of the Grand Ayatollah Shirazi for spreading the culture of Shia Islam to the world, many Islamic centers and cultural institutes of the Grand Ayatollah Shirazi held several programs in this country. In the holy city of Karbala, a number of religious activists as well as different groups of pilgrims from cities of Basra and Mahmudiyah were welcomed by the Grand Ayatollah Shirazi office in the city. As part of these meetings, the attendees listened to a speech by directors of this office. In addition, Sheikh Talib al-Salehi, a director of Grand Ayatollah Shirazi office in holy Karbala, and Sayyid Arif Nasrullah, the director of Grand Ayatollah Shirazi public relations office, headed a delegation team in the city of Basra and made a visit to the office of the Grand Ayatollah Shirazi in the city. In this meeting, this delegation team talked to Sheikh Nazar al-Hassan, the director of this office. More religious activities were among the topics discussed in this meeting. Also, on the 8th anniversary that marks the departure of late Ayatollah Sayyid Muhammad Rida Shirazi, a big ceremony was held in Basra to commemorate the memory of this great Shia scholar. This conference was held by Ahlul Bayt Cultural Institute and Rasul Alam Center. Sheikh Talib al-Salehi, a director of Grand Ayatollah Shirazi office in holy Karbala, and Sheikh Muhammad Sadiq al-Basri, the director of Ahlul Bayt Institute in Basra, delivered lectures and talked about the great scientific and religious legacies of this great Shia scholar. Sheikh Nazar Hassan, the director of Grand Ayatollah Shirazi office in Basra, was also among the attendees at this conference. This conference was concluded with some poems. In Baghdad as well, there was a scientific and technical conference held under the title of Mental Health, hosting political activists, academics, members of the parliament, and students of Islamic sciences. Master Rufus Saadi, the director of Baghdad Cultural and Islamic Center, was also invited to this conference by Human Thought Research Institute. In addition, Sheikh Adil al-Saadi, the secretary of Mother's Blood Brigade, met with Mr. Ufi Saadi, the director of this center. Guidelines and instructions of the Grand Ayatollah Shirazi and the role of media networks and the cultural institutes in promoting the moral and mental status of the Iraqi voluntary forces were among topics discussed in this meeting. In the end, a number of books written by the Grand Ayatollah Shirazi were gifted to the attendees and Sheikh Adil al-Saadi by the director of Baghdad Cultural and Islamic Center at this meeting.